Good morning, YouTube. Quick little video. Beautiful morning. Rochester, New York. Sunny. Check this out. When I get these thoughts, sometimes I just want to, especially that I love to write, how writers are. You want to write something down real quick. Artists, I know Eminem wrote on napkins, on whatever. When you get an idea or when you get a thought, many times it's important to write it down. I always have a little notepad, little pen. But with the whole social media thing and the convenience of just going live on YouTube, sometimes that thought can quickly escape if you don't, boom, nail it down. So sometimes when I make these little impromptu kind of random videos, right, that's the goal behind it, to basically capture a thought and share a thought with you guys and girls. I mean, that's what it's about, right? We're sharing. Let me get going here. Hold on. But basically what happened, sorry about the potholes and all the rough parking lots in Rochester, New York and streets. So basically, one important thing I want to share with you guys and girls is the importance of documenting something. As you know, I'm very big on the right to record, right? And especially as it pertains to, let me pull over here real quick. Especially when it pertains to any, and I mean any, interaction that you may have with law enforcement or any public official. So the importance is that if you don't capture it, if you don't document it, and I'll get into more detail one day in another video, because a lot of folks come up to me like, Davey, I'm not really comfortable the way you do it. I mean, I love what you do, but I wouldn't be comfortable just putting a camera up to a cop's face. And first of all, I can relate to that. You gotta do it in a way that that you don't want to make anyone feel threatened. You know what I mean? You don't want to do it in any kind of too aggressive way. I say too aggressive because aggressive could be relative, right? But what I mean is, what I tell, you don't want to make any sudden moves. You don't ever want to give a police officer any excuse to go above and beyond, his authority, which unfortunately they do sometimes. Sometimes they do it anyways. But what I'm getting at is that the importance of documenting something is crucial, because simply put, a cop can call you out of your name, can tell you whatever, say anything to you. And if you don't have it documented, it might as well have never happened. It might as well have never happened. So you always want to document. My recommendation to folks is, I can understand that some people are intimidated, exercising their First Amendment right to record. I encourage them and try to educate and inform people that it's their right, that it's protected under the Constitution. That doesn't mean a cop, is not going to violate your right. They do it all the time, and we see the videos, but it is your right. It is an extension of the First Amendment, an extension of free speech, and it's been upheld by the highest courts in the land. Now, switching gears to away from police accountability, documenting things is very important, and it happens every day. When you call about a phone bill, about any kind of bill you have on the phone, most often, what do you hear on the recording? You hear, this call will be recorded for quality assurance, okay? Bullshit. They're covering it to cover their ass. That's they're documenting it to cover your ass. So the thing is that, what's good, Jeff? I appreciate you coming in, my man from UK. I appreciate you, my brother. So they do it to cover their ass, right? Well, do you cover your ass? That's what I ask folks. Do you protect yourself? You know, anyone could just tell you, yeah, you know, your bill's going to be such and such, or, you know, we're giving you a credit for this or that. Get a name, get a position, get a title, get a employee ID number, or ask them, but get the name and document it. Again, if you don't document it, it might as well have never happened. Now, to get to the point of this video, as you all know, something I regularly feature on this channel is, can't believe I finally got you live. Ironico checking in. What's good? I appreciate it. See, I try to jump around and try to give everyone an opportunity. We got Jeff also from the UK across the pond, a big supporter of Davy V TV, and I appreciate you. What's good? What's good, my man? I apologize. Oh, I can't read the name. I apologize. I said my man. I'm not sure if it's female or male. I apologize. I'm standing kind of in the shade, but the sun is actually hitting the screen. You see how bright that is right there. And the messages come on right on this side. So Davy V TV is a regular feature that I include on this channel. And it's basically, I mean, Davy V TV dash cam. I'm sorry. Man, I can't really. I apologize. Send that again if you like. You guys know it's just, it pisses me off how quick the messages go off. So back to what I was saying about Davy V TV dashcam, it catches some interesting things. What it caught this morning, there's a couple videos I'm going to be uploading, but I'm going to tell you about the last video that I just literally a few minutes ago captured. I had the camera rolling, which is what I do. First off, when I drive, the camera's always rolling. The camera doesn't stop rolling. It just stays rolling, like a dash cam should. Hence the name Davy V TV dash cam. So I captured a, you know, we hear, and the Rochester mainstream news media has exhausted this topic here. We hear all the time about motorists, right? Me or you, right? Motorists, you know, citizens that drive. Some, I'm very careful. When I see a school bus, I always obey all the rules, you know, stopping for them, being aware that obviously children, you know, are on these vehicles, right? Well, some people are not careful. And we see all the time people, we see that in, you know, when we're driving, they blow right past a flashing red light. They don't, on a school bus, they don't stop for the, you know, for the flashing yellows right before the reds. And people really give two shits. So that is a real issue, and I understand that. But the mainstream news media, they go after and show one side. They show citizens, you know, committing these infractions, and rightfully so. It should be exposed. But they don't show, you'll never really see video from these mainstream corporate America news stations about how reckless some of the drivers are themselves. I'm talking about the school bus drivers, right? I'm talking about the drivers with the transportation vehicles that transport elderly folks or disabled folks, right? And we see it all the time. Me and you have seen these drivers give literally two shits about the way they drive, right? About obeying, you know, the same, you know, traffic rules that me and you are, you know, held, you know, to obey, rightfully so. So it's crazy because I got a very interesting video coming up of a Rochester, New York, school bus, you know, Rochester, New York area school bus from a very well-known company, which you'll see for yourself. I'm not gonna get into the details now. And basically what you'll see is the bus driver enter a traffic circle. Rochester has more and more traffic circles than it used to, but everybody knows you don't enter a traffic circle when you have somebody in the traffic circle, right? It's a right-of-way thing. You wait till the traffic circle is clear of any vehicles that are in the circle, okay, before you enter. Well, you're literally going to see Davy V TV dash cam capture, and this is why it's so important and why I love having this segment on here, the Davy V TV dash cam, and more importantly, why you also should take a little bit of something from this channel, like I said, that maybe will motivate you or inspire you to maybe do the same wherever you live. Again, document. Just set up a little, little camera on your windshield, on your dashboard, and just document. Just hit record and forget about it. You will be amazed, I guarantee you, the interesting things that you will capture on that dash cam. So you'll see a video where the school bus driver, right, who I can tell you is an older woman, older female. And the reason I say this because, anybody can start a job at any time. What's good? What's good, my brother? Thank you for tuning in. Anybody can start a job at any time. But I'd be willing to bet that this person, the reason I say she's a little older is because a lot of school bus drivers have this job for 15, 20, 25, 30 years, and then they retire. So in other words, she's not a younger person. She's not someone that, anyone that commits a violation, especially if you're driving a school bus where you're responsible for, innocent children, right? Innocent lives, should know better. But especially somebody that she seems like she's been at her job for a while. That's just my impression. So she enters a traffic circle nearly very closely to another vehicle that's in it. Definitely a violation, clearly, and you'll see it for yourself. And furthermore, she stops to pick up, I'm not sure if it's summer school. I'm not sure if it's, any other type of program that the buses, school's out for the summer, but the buses are being used. There's always stuff going on for city recs, for different stuff. So she picked up, and you'll hear the horn, her beep the horn. She never even puts any flashing lights, any, the stop sign doesn't come out. And I just thought it was really interesting, but also very disturbing, just her driving, her behavior. So you'll also hear me when I pull up next to the bus, explain to her, tell her, listen, you entered that traffic circle, you weren't supposed to do that. And she's like, yeah. And again, I'm sorry to ramble here. The point is this: every single day, people get behind the wheel of vehicles, right? And endanger the lives of other innocent people, other innocent motorists. And many times, it's the very same folks that we look up to, and in the sense of we expect them to make safety their number one priority. We've all seen it. We've all seen these individuals driving recklessly. So again, I just thought it was an interesting thing that Davy V TV captured. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll have the video up shortly. And again, Davy V TV dash cam is just something that it's an addition to the channel, and you'll be surprised what it's captured. If you're not familiar with the channel and you're new to the channel, new subscriber, please just search in the YouTube search bar Davy V TV dash cam, and you'll see all the dash cam videos come up. And I think you'll be you'll find them interesting. Once again, thank you for all the viewers. Excuse me. Thank you for all the viewers. Thank you for everyone tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please tap the bell for notifications. Have a great day, and I'll come at you real soon. Peace.